Good morning and you're welcome to Sport Arena on VOS TV. The highlights of today are very much, and we'll be starting with the AFCON match which has been playing already, and we'll move on to Jose Mourinho parting ways with AS Roma, and nevertheless Real Madrid thrashing the Catalan side FC Barcelona on a 4-1 victory, claiming the Super Cup. And also the FIFA Best Coach Best Player award was given on Monday night, and you guessed it right, with Lionel Messi winning the FIFA Best Player and also Pep Guardiola winning the FIFA Best Coach. I am your host for today. My name is Iyere Jeffrey, and I'm not doing this alone. With me in the studio is
Luis, who just said.
Thank you, Luis, and welcome to the studio. How do you feel about today?
It's been a blessed day for me already, and with a lot happening in the sports world, I believe it's getting much more interesting day by day, seeing everything in African Cup of Nations to the European side to world at large. Everything is, in fact, it's going well. It's going well.
Yeah, that's nice. And talking about news that happened this morning about Jose Mourinho leaving AS Roma, did that come as a shock to you?
It didn't actually come as a shock to me per se. You see, AS Roma for the past 2 weeks, if not more than 2 weeks, they've been playing gibbishly.
That's true.
The way the team is being set up, with injuries affecting them, and in fact with the club budget, one will always anticipate this thing happening. Jose Mourinho, for crying out loud, is a world-class coach.
That's true.
But seeing the budget at hand, nobody can actually have these things in place, and even the great Pep Guardiola cannot have this budget and still be top of English Premier League. It's not done. It's not done at all.
And okay, after the news was open to us, some punters, they were saying that Jose Mourinho was sacked, but the decision made by him and his club, they said he parted ways with the club, but people are saying he was sacked. How true is that?
For me, per se, I think using the word that he parted ways is too sassy. It's too sassy. You see, in the football world, they say he parted ways. He's been sacked. He's been sacked. That's the right word. He's no longer working there anymore. He's no longer the head coach. The backroom staff, the medical team, everybody has left AS Roma.
You know, my brother Luis, there's a difference between when you say, okay, when you're working now, there's a difference between when your company sacked you and when you submit your resignation letter and you leave. So, but the club and the coach himself, they didn't have any negative agreement. So I feel he parted ways. You saying he got sacked is a different thing. AS Roma is not like Chelsea that normally sacks coach without even finding indefinite ground. So you agreeing that he was sacked? I think that's a false statement.
If you've looked at Jose Mourinho, for instance, all the clubs he has coached, every 3 years into his tenure, he's always sacked. You can say he parted ways, but he has been sacked. Look at Chelsea, for instance. 2001, 2002, 2003, Chelsea sacked him. Then he went to Inter Milan, did the trebles with Inter Milan. 2009, 2010, 2011, he got sacked. He went to Real Madrid. After 3 years, he got sacked. Back to Chelsea, 3 years, he got sacked. Now he went back to AS Roma. He went to Manchester United. After 3 years in Manchester United, he got sacked. Now he's gone to AS Roma. 3 years, sacked. You cannot say these times that he's been parting ways with them. Come on. Every coach wants longevity. Every coach wants to build a system in a club. But Jose Mourinho does not have that ability. Though he's a very good coach. He's a very good coach. But he does not have that longevity, that time to build to build players, to build a team. I believe that this time he's been sacked. Nobody should just kind of sweet coat it or sweet tongue it. No. He's been sacked.
Okay, that's for that. But I believe Jose Mourinho is not going to take him up to a week to get another club sign him to be their head coach. And so, Jose Mourinho, he has won everything in Europe. So I don't think the guy is lacking anything. And moving on to the weekend, you saw what Real Madrid did to the Catalan side, FC Barcelona. What's your take on that?
No, I've always said that this Barcelona side, they are vulnerable.
True.
You cannot compare this Xavi's Barcelona to Pep Guardiola's Barcelona. You see the setup, from the way they play, there are loopholes. In fact, they have some players on injury. Notwithstanding,
but sorry for cutting you off. But last season, I think they were on fire now. So why? But Xavi was still the head coach last season. So what's the issue now?
Real Madrid last season and this season are very different.
True.
the only team that can only put a stop to Real Madrid from clinching every trophy in Europe is Man City. If you look at the way Real Madrid play, everybody can score goals.
Yeah.
Down from the defenders to the midfielders to the attackers. And in fact, you see, for every positions in Real Madrid, there's always a substitute that can play, in fact, if not even better than the starters. For the right wing, you have Vinicius Junior. In the bench, you have Brahim Diaz. Attack, you have Joselu. Yet, Vinicius Junior can play number 9 position. You have Rodrigo there. You have Lucas Vázquez that can play right back and also play right wing forward. In the midfield, you have the great Luka Modric, who is a Ballon d'Or winner, sitting in the bench. Jude Bellingham is playing ahead of him. You have Valverde. You have Cruz. In fact, the pass master from Germany. Sometimes he sits at the bench. Sometimes he's starting. You have Camivaga. You have Tukwameni. You see, these players are there, and they know what. In fact, Ancelotti is an experienced coach. He knows how to fit in the players. He knows the kind of opposition you're playing. He knows how to draft them. If you even look at Barcelona playing Girona, it was a big surprise to the football world when Girona flogged them 4-2.
True.
This same Girona that is on fire this season lost to the Los Blancos, lost to Real Madrid. Why? Because Ancelotti is experienced. Last season for Barcelona was just an eye-opener. They felt they could do anything. They didn't sign top players. Look at Lewandowski now. Who is standing in for Lewandowski? They bought a teenager from the South American League to come and play for them. Come on, nobody does this anymore.
So you're telling me right now that the Real Madrid squad is gonna be unstoppable right now? Is that so? 100%.
I see Real Madrid winning La Liga. They've won Super Cup already. In fact, playing against Atletico Madrid, 5-3. Man, they scored 5 goals, scored 4 goals against the almighty Barcelona. Come on, nobody is going to stop them this season.
Oh, you see the Real Madrid winning the La Liga, but I'm going to cut you short there. You see the underdog Girona, they keep on bouncing, and the late winner against Atletico Madrid says it all, that these people, they really want to win it, and with what they are doing, I think they are going to win it. And for the match last weekend, Real Madrid against Barcelona, Vinicius Junior scoring hat-trick. I think he broke a record there, the Super Cup final. No other player has ever scored an hat-trick Super Cup final.
Not even the great Lionel Messi, the great Ronaldo. This boy is showing us that his true potential is, in fact, he has not even achieved his full potential. True. But he's going there. But you look at the way this player is. He sets a goal that he's going to score 15 goals this season. You achieve it. Next season, you tell yourself you're going to score 20 goals. You achieve that. You keep on pushing yourself. He has broken a record. The record Ronaldo could not break. Record Messi could not break. And I believe me, next season he's going to set more record.
Okay, that's nice. And viewers at home, if you are just joining us, this is Sport Arena on VOS TV. And nevertheless, we are going to continue more. We're going to move into the controversial side of the story for today. Talking about the FIFA best coach and the FIFA best player. This is going to be a very big one, because there's so many talk that saying this is the cheating, this is scandal, and so on and so forth. But the award has already been given, so we have nothing to do about this. So, Luis, you saw what happened Monday night. The FIFA best coach was given to Pep Guardiola. I think there will be no doubt about that. But what about the FIFA best player given to Lionel Messi? What's your take on that?
I, for one, I never supported the fact that Pep Guardiola was given the best Messi.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Tell me more.
See, when you look at the football world, you look at each coach personally, how the team they set up. You look at Napoli last season, they were on fire.
True.
Their coach Spalletti did very well. You look at the Barcelona female coach, they did exceedingly well last season.
Sorry to cut you short, but I think the FIFA best coach was given to, like, they have the male side selection and the female side selection.
Yes, for the best male coach.
Oh, true.
The female, the Barcelona team, the female Barcelona team, they have a men's coach.
And maybe the reason why they won't give him, actually, because he's coaching the female team. So I would say you including him in the list is not going to be a very big thing.
Then Luciano Spalletti of Napoli deserved it. If you look at Napoli, for example, they don't have the budget, they don't have the resources that the Premier League teams have. You can't compare Man City, for example, to Napoli. No, it's not possible. You see, Napoli who signed our own Osimhen for how much? for peanuts. If it's even like, I think it should be 42 million pounds. That's what they signed Osimhen for.
True.
But how much will Man City sign Osimhen? How much did they sign Haaland? You can't compare the Italian league to English league.
So
I believe that Luciano Spalletti was cheated in this category. He's supposed to become the best men's coach. Looking at the fact that Lionel Messi was given the FIFA best men's player. Come on, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Everyone keeps talking about that. So who do you think deserved the FIFA best player award?
At 2023, Haaland deserved it. Haaland broke all records in 2023. What did Lionel Messi do last season? What did he do for PSG? How many goals did he have? How many assists did he have? Haaland scored 40 goals a season. Haaland won the Champions League, won the Premier League, won the FA. In fact, he did everything. Without him in the Man City side, we also saw how Man City played the starting of this season.
True.
We saw how Man City were losing. We saw how Man City could not score goals, easy goals. If Haaland was there, Haaland is, in fact, is the biggest threat in EPL. He's supposed to be given that award, but yet it was given to Lionel Messi. I think this is biased.
Okay, so Luis here in the studio with me says that the FIFA award given to Pep Guardiola and Lionel Messi was a scandal, that the FIFA are still at their game again. Isn't that so, right?
Very much.
Okay, moving on from that, because if we continue talking about that, there will be so many stories to uncover. Moving on to the AFCON, the Nigeria team, we also that happened. Nigeria team, they drew on their very first match. How did you see that game?
See, like I told my friends that it's Abmisa. For a country that have international superstars in EPL, in Italian Serie A, in La Liga, in Turkey, everywhere, to play Equatorial Guinea, and then you played a 1-1 draw. If you look at our game, there was no creativity.
True.
There was no fluidity. Our attackers seemed to be lost. In fact, even Osimhen, we were expecting to bang in goals, saw some opportunities and threw them away. See, in fact, our coach Pesero, one would think that he doesn't know what he's doing. With the caliber of players we have in Super Eagles, Equatorial Guinea is just a walk away for us. We just beat
Definitely.
them, then we'll go through the group stage. In fact, everybody's anticipating Nigeria to win the cup. But with what we saw from the first match, it's Abmisa. In fact, we considered first.
But you know, the first match at times this can be tricky. You saw what happened last year World Cup when the Argentina side, they lost their first game on the World Cup, but later on they went ahead to win it. So, but I'm not saying that. But I would ask you a question about the Nigeria team. Why are they so good while playing for their respective clubs, then coming back to play for their national team, they end up playing total rubbish?
You see, for EPL things, for Serie A thing, there is a lot of time for you to blend in with everybody. You train, you see everybody every day. Sometimes people throw parties, they attend each other's parties. There's a bond, there's a connection between all of them. And when you look at this Super Eagles team, little or no time they spend together, and when they are together, in fact, the tactics they employ, one would not even see anything. One would not see what's going on.
Okay, that's nice. And for the Group B, moving on from the Group B, the Egypt, they drew against Mozambique, and the one that got everybody talking and got Nigerians smiling was Ghanaian losing to Cape Verde, 2-1 loss. How do you see that game?
I think that was the highlight of this African Cup of Nations. You know, I for one, I was very happy. Most of my Ghanaian friends, they called me while Nigeria played a 1-0 draw, and they laughed at us. They laughed at me personally. They said we have nothing to show for it. We just bid for nothing. You see, Ghana going to the African Cup of Nations, they underestimated Cape Verde. Yes, you see, when you underestimate a team, you lose to them. Ghana came outside thinking they've already won this match. It's just a walk away. Let's just focus on our next game.
If you sorry for cutting it short. If you're saying Ghanaian, they underestimated the other team, what would you say about Nigeria?
It's the same thing. See, when you underestimate a club, you feel it's a walkover. Let's just go there. We just play them, score 1, score 2, then it's over. But when you think that this match is a must win, you take every match as a must win, you surely win almost everything.
True.
Well, you see Ghana, for example, when they started the match, they were lazy. They cannot score. Then don't forget that if we don't sit up, we'll lose. Look at Ghana at the last African Cup of Nations. They played 3 games. They won nothing. They left in the group stage.
That was a big shocking. That was a big shocking for me too. And okay, but as it is now, the Ghanaian side, I think they have more AFCON Cup than us. So it's not a new thing. We just need to buckle up our shoe and try to push ourselves harder to win this thing. And moving on, the Senegal team, they trashed the Gambia team 3-0, and also the Cameroon team, they finished they drew 1-1 against Guinea-Bissau. And also for the Group D, we have the likes of the Algeria side who drew the Angola side 1-1-0, and that was a great match. How did you see that match?
When you see the Algeria side, everybody felt they've won it all. See, they have the likes of Riyad Mahrez, they have Slimani, and they have a well-balanced team compared to Angola.
Well, like I say, the underdogs are very, very angry this period. It's not about you having the best players on your team. It's about if you can deliver. And I feel like this AFCON is going to be a very, very tough one, because all the likes of the big top countries who we feel have all the best players in their team have been flopping. You can see the likes of Nigeria, you can see the likes of Ghana, you can see the likes of Algeria, and so on and so forth. But the AFCON, this is just the first match. There are so many matches still on the way. And this is where we draw the curtain for today on Sport Arena. My name is Iyere Jeffrey, and also with me in the studio is
Louis, we just said.
Thanks for having you today.
The pleasure is on mine.
See you next time.